Yo, what is up you guys? Welcome back to another scrap mechanic survival video. Today's going to be a little different than any other video that I've done, but I thought I just wanted to share this with you guys. Now, as you could tell from the title, it's not really a tutorial or anything, but this is 5 things that I think they should add / change in scrap mechanic. Now, personally, I think this is an awesome game. I really enjoy it. I love playing it. I love making videos about it, but this is just a quick video on some things that I think they should change, because this game, of course, it's not flawless, but it's still a lot of fun. Now, I've come up with a list of 5 things that I personally think that they should change in the game. Of course, you don't have to agree with it, but this is just my opinion. Although, before I start this video, I want to talk to you guys specifically about my channel. Now, I know I've been releasing a bunch of tutorial videos and you guys have been loving it. Thank you guys all so much for all of the support again, of course. But I've been planning on releasing some other kinds of videos, and I want to get your guys' feedback on it. Now, I'm sure many of you guys haven't seen it, but I actually have some videos on the channel of Warzone. I don't know if I would watch them. They're okay. They're not the greatest videos. I mean, they're okay. But I've been planning on releasing some more videos on Warzone. So let me know in the comments section down below if you guys want to see stuff like that. I already have one video recorded. It's probably going to be tomorrow's video, so just be wary of that. It's not going to be scrap mechanic. But anyways, guys, before I start this list, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you enjoy my content. I'm on my way to 500 subscribers right now, and be awesome, super awesome, if you could join the family. Now, let's get on with the video. So I'm actually going to start going from highest to lowest on my list. Number 1 being the thing that I really want them to change. So while I've been playing survival mode in this game, I've noticed that the game is not really that optimized. I don't know if it's because of the trees or anything. I've been running on a all of my settings are completely maxed. I've actually recently just lowered the settings because of how bad it's kind of gotten, but this is not something that I normally experience in any other game. I've spent an insane amount of money on my computer, and I definitely think it should be able to run this game fine, but for some reason I've noticed that it's not that great, so I think they should start working on some kind of optimization or something like that for this game. Because I've also talked to a few people, and I've noticed that some people just can't run the game that well. I don't know why, especially even on low settings, it doesn't run that well for people, which is kind of interesting. I'm sure they care about their fan base. They want people to play the game. But either way, that's number 5 on my list. Like I said, it's not a big deal, but let's move on to number 4. So number 4 on my list, I actually want them to revamp the lift. Now, I know that kind of sounds weird and not interesting at all. If you take a look at the lift in creative mode, it's exactly the same, of course, but you could actually build your stuff. Now I only have 3 things saved from my previous video, which you guys should check out, by the way. It's how to build a piston engine in survival mode. This lift here is super awesome in creative mode. Now, of course, you could save and build these stuff, and it shows all the parts you need here. But if you go into survival mode, you place down your lift here, you don't have an option to choose. You can't press E, you can't choose that stuff. Now, I think this is something they should definitely change, because I feel like if you want to save some stuff like in creative mode and you don't want to redesign it and guess in survival mode, that'd be super cool if you could press E on this and kind of get the parts list and build it in survival mode if you had all the parts in your inventory. I don't see why they don't do that, and I feel like they're going to add that because I've noticed a lot of people have wanted that feature, including me, of course. The reason I build most of my stuff in this little cheat survival world is because for some reason they only have certain blocks in survival mode, which I think is super weird. So if you go through this big part list here, it doesn't have everything. And that leads me to number 3 on the list. I think they should totally have all the creative blocks in survival mode. I don't know why they don't. It's like they kind of revamped the game and built it very different. In survival mode, there's so many wedges and curve blocks that you could use to actually make your designs pretty. But if you've noticed any of my videos on all of my designs, they're all not very good. Now, obviously, the point of my videos aren't to teach you how to make good looking stuff. They're kind of to teach you how to make good stuff, more or less, if you want to consider that. But I'm really not sure why they don't include all of the blocks in survival mode, because there's no, I don't assume it's that hard to include it, but hey, I'm not really a game creator, so. With all that being said, I'm going to move on to number 2. Now, obviously, these next 2 things are the most important things that I think they should add in the game. Now, this game is super awesome, but I feel like they could add so much more features to make it just super in-depth. So, number 2 on my list is water resistance. So, I'll just quickly show you what I mean. Oh god, okay. So, like I said, my designs aren't amazing. But anyways, let's slap a seat on this bad boy and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so this is a very bad example, but it'll do the trick. So, what I mean by water resistance in the game, currently, as of now, there is none. If you want to build propellers like this, it's not going to move your car at all. or your boat or whatever this thing is. So basically what I'm saying is if you have a boat, you can't make any propellers, you can't make fake thrust. You have to use real thrusters or an engine and hope it doesn't get wet. Now they added buoyancy to the game, which is really cool, but they didn't add any physics. There's actually many parts of the water where you could just fall onto the land, so I think it's kind of a very simple and easy way to add water. Now of course water is really cool in this game, but it would be awesome if they could go more in depth with it. I think if they were to go more in depth with the water and have more physics and stuff, the game would be a lot more like, okay, well the game's awesome, but I think it'd be a lot cooler because then people could build like traveling boat bases and crazy stuff like that. But as of now, you can't do that. Maybe they'll add it in the future. As of now, we can only hope with my very, very ugly vehicle. Let's move on to number 1 on the list, which is my most dreaded thing that I absolutely hate. I hate it. Now, if you guys have seen any of my Scrap Mechanics Survival Series videos, you would know that I hate gathering oil. I always talk about it in my videos, about how many times if you go onto one of my videos right now, you'll probably notice that in every single one of my videos, I will go for an oil run about every 20 to 30 minutes and grab at least 50 oil. And that oil does not even last me the whole episode. I have to do that multiple times to make one episode, which is not a big deal. But if there was a way that you could add a vacuum pump above the oil and have a pipe travel all the way through the water up to the surface, that would make things so much simpler. Because not only would it be a grindy thing, those vacuum pumps aren't cheap, and same with the pipes. The pipes are not cheap, so it would be worth it if they did that. Right now, gathering oil is probably my biggest pet peeve in the game. Gathering oil in this game is the reason why that I hate using gas engines. I think they are amazing in every single way, except their oil usage. It is ridiculous. Maybe even if they reduced the oil use, that would work too, but honestly, I feel like they kind of released in a beta version of the survival mode. Now, obviously it's pretty polished. I think this game studio is actually pretty big, but I think they released kind of like a test survival mode. I'm pretty sure they've been working on this survival mode for years now, but either way, I think it's just like, there's not a crazy amount of features. Of course, that's not really the point of the game, is the survival mode. They've been working on the creative mode for a while, but I think they should add a bunch more features to Scrap Mechanics Survival, and it'd be super awesome to see more content in the future. Also, it'd be super cool for content creators to be able to build stuff in the water, like with my tip number 2 or whatever. Of course, I'm sure they want content creators to make videos on their games, because content creation is a big part of kind of like advertising now. But anyways, you guys, that's my 5 lists of what they should add to Scrap Mechanics Survival. Like I said in the beginning, these are just my opinions, but I think it would help out the game a lot. But before I end this video, if you guys enjoyed this content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm on my way to 500 subscribers right now, and it'd be super, super awesome if you guys would click that subscribe button and enjoy the party. But also, for everyone who lasted this long through the video, who got to the end, first of all, thank you so much for watching this entire video. Love you guys. But also, like I was talking about before, I'm going to be releasing some different content on the channel. I want to start releasing some different stuff because I love Scrap Mechanic, but I also love other games. And with me working and doing a bunch of stuff, believe it or not, I'm actually busy during quarantine, which is kind of crazy. I wasn't too much longer ago. I'm actually starting to get busy again doing stuff. I want to release different kinds of games, and let me know what you guys want to see down in the comment section below. I'm really into survival games. I'm really into FPS games. I've been playing a lot of Warzone. I play Rust. Whatever you guys leave down in the comments, I'll take into consideration for sure. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.